Hey, what is up guys? This is Chris and I'm back with more Everyday RC and my Traxxas Rigid Industries Unlimited Desert Racer. And I just wanted to share with you real quick the latest upgrade I did to the truck. My last video I shared the front light bar that I installed, and in case some of you are wondering, that is the Axial Racing officially licensed Rigid Industries light bar set, and there's the part number right there. And included in the light bar set there are 3 light bars. There's the long one, which I utilized on the front there. There's a medium length, and then there is a short length. So I wanted to do this as cost effective as possible, but I also wanted to look as good as possible. So rather than going out and buying another light bar set, I figured I would utilize the light bars that were included in this light bar set, and I installed the longest one on the front with white LED light bulbs, which I think looks phenomenal, and there's 8 in total on there. And here we go. Here's the newest upgrade to the truck. I installed the shortest light bar that's included in that kit for the rear. Now it's a little hard to pick up here on camera, but there's 4 light bulbs in here, LED 6-volt light bulbs in here, and the 2 outers are red and the 2 inners are amber orange. It's a little bit hard to pick up, like I said, but in the darkness you can notice it a little bit better, but it just doesn't pick up well on camera. So I don't have the body fully installed right now. I don't have any hardware installed because I want to be able to take this off and just share with you guys how I installed this light bar, in case some of you want to do this yourself. If you have purchased the Axial Rigid Industries light bar set, you'll be able to use the shortest light bar for the rear. And as you can see, I did have to cut a section of the body out to fit the light bar in there, and I really like how it came out. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think at the end of the video. But let me pop the body off and then I'll show you exactly how I installed this, so you can take a better look and see if you want to do something like this yourself. Okay, just so I don't have to do this with one hand, I put you guys on the tripod and I'll show you exactly how this gets installed. So this is how you would take off the body here. And now you do have to push back slightly, and as you can see, as I pushed back, it released the body from around the light bar. And then you take off the body completely. And I like the fact that the light bar is permanently mounted on the truck. There is some other light bars that I've seen out on the market, but they actually get mounted to the body mounts right here, so you'd have to remove the light bar every time you took off your body. So I wanted this to be permanently fixed to the truck, and let me get you in a little bit closer and I'll show you exactly what I had to do to make this happen. Okay, as you can see, I have it installed with the supplied brackets that come in the light bar kit, and I had to do something a little different here because I wanted it to fit perfectly and come out. So as you can see, I've utilized 2 different sets of brackets that were supplied in the kit, the light bar kit, because I needed it to fit into the slot on my body perfectly. Now, like I said, there are 4 light bulbs here, so you have your 2 inner amber orange and your 2 outer red. And I thought it was going to be a little tricky because these are resting right up against the back of the roll cage right here. So I had it set perfectly when I was doing my test fitting, but then after I installed the wires here, it wasn't exactly lining up perfectly. So I originally just had these 2 brackets going into the side of the light bar right here, but then I had to add on these little extension brackets, and I'll share the pictures with you. And basically what this adds is just another degree of articulation. You know, when this part was screwed directly into these brackets, it only had 1 point of articulation, so I needed to have another point of articulation just so I would be able to service it and be able to maneuver the light bar when I install the body back on there. And I kind of like this, and you know, when the body is off, you can swivel it around and do what you want with it, but I just wanted to share that I did have to customize one of the other brackets in there to make this work, and I used a 2.5 millimeter screw with a lock nut on the other end. As you can see right here, I have these installed with a lock nut just because I didn't want them to fall out and I didn't want to use the supplied screws that came in the light bar set. So like I said, what this allows me to do is just have another point of articulation. So when I do have to install the body, I'm going to basically tuck this in here like so, and then it basically mounts flush to the back of the fan area, and I can set that for exactly the right position that I need it to be for when I install the body. Now, in order to install the wires here, I did have to remove the tray here with the two characters. You have to take off this cross member, take out your side screws here, move that to the side, and then take out your center tray here with the two characters, and then I ran the wires back down the side over the top of the chassis along the ESC wire, and I wired it into a servo wire that I had from an old burnt out servo. So I was able to utilize that, and I ran it down the length of the chassis into the receiver box, and it works beautifully. Now, if I didn't mention before, these are 6-volt LEDs because a Traxxas VXL ESC runs off of 6 volts, and wire them red to red, black to black, and then run them into your receiver box. You should be good to go. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I had to do some slight modifications, like I said, and install a second bracket there, but I think it's pretty cool because, like I said, it adds another point of articulation. And with the body off, even though I do love the look of the truck with the body off, I wouldn't want to run it too much with the body off. You know, you can angle the light bar in different ways here. But when the body goes on, basically going to tuck these brackets down in here, make sure that they're even, and then install the body back on. Before I put the body back on, I just want to show you exactly what these wires look like. And I was a bit concerned, as you should be, of how these wires are resting right on the roll cage. And I honestly thought that they were going to short out the LEDs and they weren't going to work, but they have some pretty good soldering points on there, and even with that harsh bend on the LEDs, they still work pretty good. So just in case you were wondering when you install this, if you're planning on doing so, don't be concerned with the angle. Just be very careful when you do that. And as a matter of fact, you probably could go through the center there. I went 2 bulbs going out through this side and 2 bulbs going out through that side. So if you wanted to do it a little bit more custom, you could have one of these wires, the 2 inner amber wires coming in through the center hole right here. But as far as it goes right now, it's working pretty good. So let me get the body on and I'll show you how to install the body with the light bar kit. As you can see, that's the hole that I had to cut out on the body to allow the light bar to come through there, and I really like how that turned out. Okay, so now I'm going to install the body on the truck. And for those of you that are familiar with the truck, you know you have to move the body around the front bumper, and then you get it installed there, like so. Now this is the point where you need to push the body back, make sure it's in the spots where it needs to be, and then you need to push the body back and down, and make sure the body goes underneath the light bar. There we go. And as you can see, now it's fully installed. And then you can push the body back forward, and that basically just helps keep that LED light bar in place right there, and it makes it look really, really nice and gives it a nice finished look. So let me get the rest of the hardware installed on the body, and then I'll show you the finished look. Alright, so there it is, the finished product. That's with all the body mounting screws installed, and of course the rear LED light bar. As you can see, it's inside the hole that I cut on the body there. Like I said, it's a little hard to distinguish the red from the orange amber, but I think it came out really good. And that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to share with you the newest upgrade to my Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer. I do have a lot more in store for this truck coming very soon, so stay tuned to the channel. I have a bunch of upgrades coming for it and a lot of new products that I can't wait to share with you guys, so stay tuned for all that. If you own a Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer, I'm sure you're going to find a lot of this information and products very, very helpful. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. As you can see, I got some grass in there, some stuff from driving this puppy around because it does get very dirty. So when I was taking it all apart, a lot of the stuff was falling out of there. But I hope you guys found this video helpful, and most importantly, I hope you guys are all making it happen in your RC worlds out there. And for now, this is Chris, the Everyday RC Guy, saying thanks for watching. Make it happen.